Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Stella Rosebella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama music and shows. Today I want to talk about Generation to Generation, 江湖夜雨十年灯, and let's get into it. So in this drama, we have Zhou Yiran, who plays Mu Qingyan, and we have Bao Shang who plays Cai Zhao. So as for the drama, I think I really loved the opening of the drama. You see like the animation and a bit of history about Cai Zhao, like her family, like her previous, her ancestors, and talking about like Luo Yinggu, like the people in charge of Luo Yinggu, and like her ancestors and how people described them. And she was like, yeah, and like now it's my turn. It's like the new generation. So I guess that sets up for the audience to know, okay, this is a new generation. This is like her, her time and her friends and like what her story is going to be like. But we also know she talks about her aunt. So, and you find out later, like, oh, like what kind of role her aunt plays in this Jianghu world, like how important her aunt is. So I think that was like really cool, and like I guess like sort of sets up for the whole like scene, the vibe of the story, which I really, really loved. So story-wise, in the beginning it flowed really well, like very beginning I feel like, especially when we meet Zhou Yiran, like his character, which he also plays Chang Ning as well. And when you first meet his character, I feel like he was very 绿茶. Like he was telling like Cai Zhao, like because Cai Zhao is like the one always like stands up for him and like protects him and everything, and he's always like I'm not feeling good, and I'm the only one left in this family, and you're the only one that can help me and trust me. So that's like one thing. Another thing is like he tells her about like sort of like the history of some stuff, and she trusts what he says, but also he also questions some stuff. But when he questions them, Cai Zhao like realizes that like he's trying to ruin this image that I have of this certain person or some stuff. But like why is he trying to ruin this relationship that I have, or this like good like image I have of this person or whatever? And so like she's like, I'm not gonna fall for your tricks and everything, like what you're trying to do. Like she's always questioning like, what is the purpose of you? Like what are you trying to do? What is your end game? What are you trying to do? So that's like very interesting for me. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, okay. So one thing that I love is that we see Cai Zhao, like she's very like, I'm not gonna let you like play me like that. Sort of. And basically like she's like, I'm not gonna let you manipulate me into like thinking a certain way. So this drama really reminded me of the dramas like Jianghu, like this theme, this like Jianghu world. Basically the dramas I watched when I was a kid with my mom. And she's a very big fan of like Sandu Habloi, that like story, and the story is like related to that like Sandu Habloi, that story. And so in this drama they do try to bring, I feel like it sort of brings me back to that time period where in this drama it's like a new generation, and you see Cai Zhao's aunt's like friends come out, and they're trying to say like what had really happened and how they felt and everything, and like this is the truth, this the past is what happened, and all these things. And yeah, it does remind me of like Sandu Habloi, like if you watch that drama, you know what I'm talking about. Because it has people that come and talk about like the past, what happened, which happens in this story too. And this is the truth and everything. And so it does have that vibe to it. But I would have to say like the scenes and different scenes that you see from like sort of like the wide shot and long shots of certain scenes, it's very beautifully, like it's very pretty, and I really love like, especially when they have like close shots of like Mu Qingyan and also Cai Zhao, and the wind is blowing. It's like they capture like it's really pretty, and also like picture of the whole room as the camera like goes far away and you see the whole room, and I was like, wow, It's like, I don't know, it's like this vibe. I really, really loved it. So in terms of Mu Qingyan and Cai Zhao's relationship, I have to say, like, when I first saw this drama, the intro to this drama is 强制爱, which is like sort of like forced to, you know, their love, like, so that's how I roughly translated. And so basically throughout this drama in the recent episodes, yes, that does happen because Mu Qingyan is sort of forcing Cai Zhao to choose between him and Shifu, her Shifu. And she chose him, she saved him, and they escaped and everything. And so he was like, okay, yes. And I think for him, because of like his past and everything, he found like Cai Zhao and like he fell in love with her and like he felt like she's like the only good thing that happened to him. So that's one thing. Cai Zhao on the other hand, I mean, she understands like his past and she understands him, but she also told Mu Qingyan, she's like, I won't, for you, I will not give up on my family and all these things. Like, I don't want to be like, because they seen like what their ancestors did in the past. She's like, I don't want to be, you know, be in this house or this place and just like, I can't leave, you know, I don't want to do that and I don't want that. So that's like one thing you see from the very beginning, like how she's very clear about that. So this is how I feel about this drama. And what do y'all think of this drama? What is your favorite scene? And let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!